Suburban Sentinel here with the 5th installment of our series on building emergency kits. In previous episodes, we discussed the philosophy behind emergency kits, the importance of making or assembling your own kit rather than buying one quote-unquote off the shelf, and we developed a matrix of emergency kit needs by group, category, and subcategory. Next, we reviewed how to develop an emergency services profile for each person and pet in your family or group. I will leave the links to these previous episodes in the description box below. In this episode, we focus on fleshing out the parameters for individual or different types of kits, such as this Get Home bag shown on the screen. In other words, we want to define our needs. First, write down the nature and purpose of the particular kit you want to build. Is this a kit designed for hunkering down at home for an extended period of time? Is this a short-term bug-out bag, a get-home bag, etc.? Next, you want to detail the kit usage parameters. Some of the factors to be included are who will be using the kit, how long do I expect to rely on the kit during an emergency, what are the storage and mobility requirements for the kit, and what are the expected operating environments, i.e. weather, terrain, etc. By way of example of defining parameters, I'm going to use the process for the Get Home bag on the screen. So I'm going to move the camera over to my computator. Okay, we're back. And on the screen is the statement of purpose of the Get Home bag. And this kit, of course, is used for either reaching home or help if somehow we are left stranded when traveling by car. This assumes that the vehicle will be inoperative and or the roads impassable. Next, we examine some of the parameters. And this is where you really have to put some thought into how your kit is going to be used. In this particular case, this Get Home bag is just for me. When my wife and I travel together, we use a different vehicle. So chances are it's just going to be me in this car. How long will this kit have to serve me? I'm figuring 4 days. The purpose of this kit is for me to have enough supplies and equipment to hike home from a 50-mile radius. Now, 50 miles in 4 days is probably on the optimistic side given my age and physical condition. But my rule of thumb is to take the number of miles one believes they can reasonably walk under ideal conditions and cut that in half for an emergency to allow for things such as inclement weather, adverse terrain, having to stop to get around or through obstacles, etc. Next, we have storage considerations. Obviously, as a Get Home bag, this is going to be kept in the vehicle and it will be subject to extreme temperatures. Also, the kit is going to have to be flexible. There's no sense carrying bug spray around New England in February, nor any reason to have snowshoes in August. So the contents of this kit are going to change with the season. Another big factor is mobility. Obviously, a Get Home bag you're going to have to carry. So I've set my personal limit at 35 pounds. I think that's a reasonable weight, again, given my age, physical condition, and requirements for equipment and supplies. Another big factor, operating conditions. This kit may be called upon in any of the 4 seasons: heat, cold, snow, rain, etc., and rough terrain. So it has to be a good, sturdy kit overall. As far as other considerations, a big one for me is water purification. In this area, water is plentiful. The shortage is going to be of potable water. So water purification is going to be much more important and much more practical than bringing a large supply of potable water, enough to last 4 or 5 days. Of course, all of these parameters are going to differ based on what type of kit it is, what type of operating environment, what you want the kit to do, and how it will serve your individual needs. Once these kit requirements have been fleshed out, it is finally time to choose the items that will be included in your kit or kits. In the next episode in this series, we will draft the KCL, or Kit Contents List. So, thanks for watching. This is the Suburban Sentinel, along with the always hardworking Bella the Camera Cat. Please thumbs up and subscribe if you like what you see. Questions and enlightening comments are always welcome. Prep and be safe, everybody.